let's get to best and worst of what we saw or heard today. I'll just steal the worst. I mean, the worst is just that Odunze wasn't out there practicing. You got only a certain amount of headliners in there, and that was obviously disappointing. On the category of best, though, I could say that he still actually was out there and certainly did not seem like anything too major. But for my best, I just love the conversation, even if it doesn't come true. Just the conversation of using Tory Taylor on kickoffs, which was it Courtney who asked Richard Hightower about that today? It was Courtney.
So, yep.
I think it was Courtney. And I loved Coach Hightower's response. If you have a helmet and you can kick, you're a candidate to kick off. But with Tory's ability to manipulate the football like he can on punts, now kicking off a tee is considerably different. And, you know, you're going to have to work on that a lot to figure that out. But still, the idea of using that ability that he has to kind of put spin on the football and all that, because placement of these kicks is going to be the name of the game with this new kickoff rule. It's hang time is not going to matter as much. It's going to be more about how and where you kick the ball specifically. It's going to be fun to watch that chess match. So I just like that.
Yeah. Look, today was a whole lot of nothing out there. Let's just be honest. There was not a lot of action where you can even find a best. I think I'll probably stick with Caleb as my best because I took 53 seconds of him dropping the ball in the bucket once again. I'm like, all right, this guy's God. Let's go. 13. I mean, USC. 18. Bears. Give us all of it. It's just fun to watch them out there, even on a basically nothing day. I do, my worst today. I don't mean to, go at somebody on the show this early in the show. But my worst today is Adam Hoge. Richard Hightower was the first person to talk today. Hoge was not there for Hightower, came in afterwards, gave him a hug. They're best friends. Hightower, if I was him, I would have blown off Hoge because, he wasn't there for the presser. And then when I think it was Amagaji, the whole media was in there talking, and Hoge went Snickers bar. It was taken out of his desk. I thought it was a rough day for Hoge. Tough. I mean, all things considered, I gotta, on a nothing day, I gotta look internal here, and I'm going at my guy.
All right. Well, first of all, give me a chance to respond to all that. The number one. When you have a 40-minute exclusive interview with the guy earlier in the week, I don't think you need to be at the press conference. Pretty much everything was asked and answered except for that kickoff thing with Tory Taylor. So, it didn't really need to be there.
Yeah.
Second, if we're going to be honest, they moved the press conference up 5 minutes on us. Didn't know that was happening. And I was in my car, not to make you feel bad, talking to my sister who's up at a hospital in Minnesota, and I thought I had 5 more minutes. So I got out of the car at 50 instead of 55 because I thought the press conference started at 55. So, yeah, didn't walk into the presser right there on time. And
we missed you. I missed you. I mean, you big time. I mean, you had a real reason, and I feel terrible right now. That's all true. But I also think you were like, I already talked to Hightower. The rest of you, second, sloppy seconds, whatever. Hoge got him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Basically.
Yeah, basically. How about that? Now the Carman Amagaji thing. Yeah, I committed to the ice cream Snicker bar, and because it's ice cream, it melts. I was committed at that point, and I wasn't going to walk into the press conference with ice cream. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to sit this one out. We'll catch up later on what Carman had to say. So that one I truly apologize for. That was a loaf.
Yeah, good Snickers bar ice cream. Was it good?
I mean, it's a great addition to the media room. I don't know where or why those are there now, but they were starting to run low, and I had not had one yet the last couple days. And I was like, come on, we're not going to get out of this weekend without me having one of these. So I thought I had a little bit more time than I did. I committed to it, and once you commit to it, you can't. I'm not throwing that thing out. Yeah. It's like a beer here. Once I open that. And another horrible discovery. I realized I was out of Miller Lite, so we're going to commit to Coors Light today. Still part of the Molson Coors family. But yeah, once I open this thing, I got to finish it. You can't just toss half of it out.
Yeah,
I agree. I like that.
Another part of this is that I had not gotten the Snickers, and we can get into everything that's important in a second. But since I saw Hoge have one, I had to be like Hoge. I was trying to not do it. Of course, I grabbed one on my way out today, and then I'm like wolfing it down, basically walking out of there, and out walks Kevin Warren. And I'm trying to be professional, but I got a Snickers, chocolate melting off my face.
You committed the Snickers.
It wasn't a great look. It was funny too. There was a car that was Ray Chevy. There was an Equinox there getting ready to go, and I'm like, oh, Kevin Warren drives the Chevy. Yeah, no, that car was not for Kevin. There was a whole
that's hilarious
limo situation to get him back to Warrenville, aka Chicago, aka where the Bears should play. But it was a light day out there, team, for all the diehards that are with us today, and we appreciate it. But it was pretty quiet but there's a lot of words that we can get into on the show. But on the field, it was pretty quiet out there.
Steven,
let me wrap up too with the best and worst for mine real quick. The worst, I think, going back to with Odunze being injured, the Kevin White comparison. Let's just stop that. Like, it is way too early. No reason to overreact over one missed practice where he was still out there, Odunze. So he's not Kevin White 2.0. Let's drop that. But some of the replies were hilarious. The best thing, and like Mark was just alluding to, it was not a very good day of practice to actually watch what was going on the field. The Bears were practicing on the furthest field from the media and the Northwestern students that were there to watch practice. But the one rep I got was in the low red zone. Caleb Williams 7-on-7. He connected with, because there was limited wide receivers out there, Freddie Swain, wide receiver out of Florida. Nice little route to the right flat. Caleb Williams throws the ball accurately, scores a touchdown, goes over and congratulates Freddie Swain on making the touchdown. But in terms of actually viewing practice, pretty minimal. But that was my best from day 2 of Rookie Minicamp.
We all silly like the mayor.